And before we get started, are either of your clients present in the breakout room so we can bring them out?
No, Your Honor.
Okay,
No, Your Honor.
thank you.
Good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, no wearing of any hair garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material, and you must be properly dressed when a judge asks you to turn your camera on. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to the both of you. I'm ready to proceed on Diedrich Rashawn Bean, now calling the people versus Diedrich Rashawn Bean, ticket number X4200025. Count 1, expired plates, non-CMV. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Count 3, illegal window tint. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Jack Kramer, P77490 for Mr. Beam, Your Honor, set for a formal hearing. I'd respectfully ask that the matter be dismissed. The state trooper has not appeared.
So the court has verified that. For, I believe, pronunciation is Box. Kaja, BOCZKAJA, has not appeared in the courtroom either virtually or in person. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Counselor, I just ask that you urge your client to ensure that he has proof of insurance and registration currently. But you are free to come.
Thank you, Judge. Take care. Good to see you. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Now calling the people versus Divine Joseph Rico. Ticket number X4199444. One count of speeding in a construction zone, 11 to 15 over. Appreciate your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Christopher Jarbo, P59507, appearing on behalf of Mr. Brico with authority, respectfully asking that the matter be dismissed today. I've been advised that the officer has not signed in.
Bayer, BAIER, has not checked in either virtually or via Zoom, either virtually or in person. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. You are free to go, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Always good to see you.
You as well. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Mr. Soroki, we ready on the matter?
Your Honor, I have some that the defendants have valid docs. I don't have offers yet from the prosecutor because I was trying to go through everybody. It just seems like more people keep coming in, and I'm like 2 or 3 people from the end, but I was just checking on Mr. Boyd, Curtis Boyd. He has 1 ticket up today for no insurance, and he says he has other tickets outstanding, and I wanted to see if there were other tickets in the file.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, Mr. Soroki. No one else new came in the meeting though.
No, I'm just saying there's about 14 or so people in the breakout rooms. They're going from one
We
to
only have
another.
You're our only house counsel this morning?
The tickets.
Yes, no, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I just don't have offers. I need to,
Well, Miss Shannon came in, so I don't know if. Let me look at something. Hold on. Give me 1 moment.
Attorney Perkins, have you reached an agreement with the prosecution?
No, Your Honor, we were in a session. I'm actually stuck in Frank Murphy, and I was trying to see if I can get a brief adjournment on this. I got discovery as it relates to another matter, which is a companion to this. But I'm actually in the courthouse. If you hear all the noise, I didn't want to disturb court.
Have we adjourned this one already though? No?
No, you haven't. This is the first appearance.
Okay. All right. And this is scheduled for a what? Retrial?
Who was this?
Yes,
No, the officer came. This was a formal.
Oh, this is a formal hearing?
Because
Right.
Okay. Is the officer still here?
No, I think he left.
He was in the breakout room. We couldn't hear Paula Cole because her audio was not working.
Oh, yeah, that's what another attorney said. So we'll adjourn it to, June 2023 at 8:30, and we'll make sure that the officer gets notification. I'll let.
Okay. You said June 7th, Your Honor?
June 7th.
Okay, thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right.
Mr. Soroki, I emailed you some offers that Mr. Goss had left for the 9th. I'm not for sure if that'll help. I don't know. If I'm
I'll start with it. I'll start with it, see where we go.
But Mr. Boyd does have other tickets, but they are silver infractions. And yeah, those are silver infractions.
Okay,
So they are, and they're less than well, one of them is over a year old, but it's some other ones. Wait, oh, that's the one he's here for. The other matters they are in default, but they're less than a year old.
right.
And it's improper left turn, disregarding red signal. Oh, all these are driving by, I mean, yeah, and okay, he was drove without due caution and he violated the basic speed law, so. He was either he was getting away from somebody. Like because he was doing some driving and he got all them tickets in one day.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
so
but check your
all right.
email. I just sent it to you.
I see that. Let me see. I guess what I should do with this person is, should I reschedule him for, he has insurance, but he can't show it to me. He's at work. He doesn't know how to use his phone. I was gonna set it for a pre-trial and, then all these matters could be addressed, or do you want to try to address all of them today? I don't mind either way.
No, put them all on June 7th.
Okay, I'll tell him come back on June 7th and ask to have them pulled out. Okay, very good. Thank you.
I'm not gonna worry about, I'm gonna leave these in default until that day, right?
So Beasley's probably showing up with her officers did. Was a last.
Let me go back.
Yes, that's correct. Beasley, last name Beasley.
Lois Beasley.
Bruce Boyd.
Let me let Miss Bates in.
I don't know why.
She was here, but
Oh.
she was here. I have her checked in. I hope she don't, but this is it though. Cause I told I know one person who better not leave, that's Mr. Burns. He did it like 3 times. Maybe it's her.
I hate them.
Yeah, cause I was wondering, like, if we go in there, how will we get out? That's what
I tried to go in myself.
Me too, and I couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I know it gotta be a way, but.
Wait, who is Eli Burns retained counsel? Oh, Upshaw. Should we pull him out?
I don't know if they're ready. I don't know if he haven't spoke to Shannon yet.
For sure,
She hasn't been back yet, no, but she needs to speak to, that's who you need to speak to. We haven't spoken to.
I'm just gonna tell him. Just wait.
And Ms. Beasley not coming up.
I stopped to bring Mr. Dawson together.
You forgot he wasn't here? Like, we're gonna be like, we bought you food, we just forgot you was here.
I really was gonna go home though and get him a burger, because we had.
Really? Miss Bates?
Mr. Bates.
Sorry about that, sir. I'm gonna need you to make sure you stay connected, okay? Because we're gonna get ready to lock our doors and you won't be able to get back in, okay? Did you speak to an attorney?
Yeah.
What room were you in?
I think I forgot. It was BR or something, I think.
I'm sorry?
I think it was
The
like B.
number. It's a
Oh.
No, no,
number.
no. Yeah, what room number were you in? Do you remember?
No.
Okay, so did you guys work out an agreement?
Yes.
What was your agreement?
Um, it was a plea. A plea.
Okay, so you can stay here.
Yeah, we just keep you here.
We'll
Just
just
put
keep
your
you
phone
here.
on mute, sir.
Good morning, Attorney Upshaw. Attorney Upshaw, can you hear me? You're on mute.
I apologize, Your Honor. Yes, I can.
No worries. I just wanted to pull you out and let you know that we're still waiting on Shannon Walker. She's the supervisor for the city attorney's office.
Okay, thank you very much. No problem, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're welcome either to wait here because we'll know that she's here, or you can go back to the breakout room. You can move yourself back to your breakout room and she'll come in there whenever she pops in.
It's whichever you think is best, Your Honor.
You can just wait here.
You could just wait here. That way, we don't forget to keep calling her if she doesn't show up.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Bates, I'm gonna ask you I'm gonna turn your camera off, but when I ask you to turn your camera back on, you can do so then, okay, sir?
We know. He's in the courtroom right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. We don't know, ma'am. I'm sorry, I can't give you that answer because I don't know. Our regular one is not in the office right now. Well, I mean, it's not in today, or for the rest of this week, actually, so we don't know. Well, I'm sorry, ma'am, but we did talk to Attorney Upshaw already because he's here in court. So he had you to call?
Is that Ms. Bond?
No, yeah, he's in court right now, so we have everything handled unless he wanted to say something else, but he didn't tell anything to us or the judge, so right now, we're just waiting for. Okay. You're welcome. That's fine.
Okay, Judge and Madam Clerk, I have 5 defendants that I rescheduled for pretrial or trial. Can I give you that information now, or do you want me to
Well,
just?
we can wait till the end. We can wait till the end.
Okay, helps you
Yes,
set
sir.
aside the files that are already resolved, but no problem. Okay, I will go back to the breakout room, still working on a couple more defendants.
Okay.
Hey Siri, text Shannon Walker.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that would be great. If I could just talk to her, I could get it done a lot faster than texting her all the information and to get offers.
Yeah, we're trying to get her in here, but she's in other courtrooms and they're short
I
staffed.
understand. I'll text her. It's not a problem. I'll text her. Thank you.
Miss Blakely, could you hear me? Oh, she went back. Okay. Well, we're trying to get one of them out the breakout room because she can go. But she won't come in.
I can't hear.
We can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, I can hear now.
Okay, we have been trying to get you to come out of your breakout room so that we can dismiss your matter. Your officer didn't show up, ma'am.
Okay. I have a slight question.
Yes,
So I've been trying to, so I have warrants for Detroit, and I've been trying to come downtown to pay them off. But unfortunately, I am on dialysis and I am on disability. So what they're telling me that I need to pay, which is $1,000 altogether, I'm not able to pay. And I was trying to get on some type of payment plan so I can pay $200 a month or however much I can so I can pay the warrants off, because every time I go down there to try to put some type of money on there, they're not allowing me to do it because I don't have the whole $1,000 down.
okay, one moment. Okay, so I'm gonna remove your warrant and schedule a court date for June seventh? June seventh, for you to come back on.
What day does June 7th fall on?
A Wednesday.
I have dialysis on Wednesdays. If it could be, yeah, I have dialysis for 4 hours every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 5 a.m. I'll still be in dialysis.
Tuesday. Can you do the sixth?
Yes.
June 6th?
Yes.
Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna set aside your warrant. I'm going to schedule you for June 6th.
Okay.
And then time you'll talk to an attorney again. They'll advise you of your rights again and figure out what plea agreement that they can work out with the city prosecutor. Because I think you have a driver's license ticket. Do you have your driver's license?
No.
And you can't get them because of what's going on right now?
Correct.
This is the only court that you have these matters in?
Yes.
Okay. So usually what they would ask for is a driver's responsibility course. I would urge you to take the reach out to the Secretary of State, take the driver's responsibility course before June 6th. That way you can tell and make sure you tell that attorney, because I won't be in that room with you. Make sure you tell that you took the driver responsibility course so that he can make sure that the prosecutor knows that when negotiating your plea.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
But we are gonna call your case for today, for no officer. Now calling the people versus Lois Shaquandra Marie Beasley Parker, ticket number P 1408759. Count 1, defective brake lights. Count 2, driving while license suspended. Please state your name for the record, Ms. Beasley.
Lois Beasley Parker.
Today was the date and time set for trial. And Officer Cooper has not checked into the courtroom either virtually or in person. Therefore, your matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Beasley, that without prejudice means that the people could bring this case back if they so choose.
Okay.
So surprised and don't say, oh, this case got dismissed if they decide to rewrite it.
Okay.
But as of today, then you have nothing to pay or anything to work about as of right now.
Okay.
See you back here on June 6th at 8:30 a.m. for your other matters.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Mr. Bunch, does someone have you come out into this room?
Yes, ma'am.
He has a plea agreement for you. He just told you to come out into this main session and wait for him to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
No, just that one. You can put your phone back on mute for us, Mr. Bunch. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good morning. I'm sorry.
Ma'am, just put your phone back on mute for us, okay, until we get started.
And good morning to
And
you.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're checking in for Eli Bond as well?
If Mr. Upshaw's checked in, then I guess we're good to go. You're good, Mr. Upshaw?
Yes, I am.
All right, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Shannon too, Mr. Upshaw. I texted her to see if she would just tell me what the offer, if there's a standard offer on this offense, and she responded she'll be in shortly.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Mr. Soroki, are we ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And one moment, let me make sure that. Mr. Soroki, do you have your television on?
Oh. Okay,
One second.
I don't see Lois Parker Beasley. She was here earlier. She's up for trial and I don't see her in the breakout rooms. I don't know if she's.
I dismissed it, Mr. Soroki, for no officer. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear. I'm ready on like four other matters that are in front of you right now.
Did you hear me say that I dismissed her matter for no officer?
Yes,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you had your notes.
Thank
And
you.
give me one moment while I get Mr. Bates's tickets in order. Now calling the people versus Dominique Amari Bates, ticket number P 1278138, count one, drove while license suspended. Ticket number P 1114529, count one, drove unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count two, improper plate. Ticket number P 1127430, count one, drove unregistered untitled vehicle. Count two, improper plate. Please state your appearance for the record, Mrs. Rowe.
Alan Soroki, P 37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir? Mr. Bates.
Mr. Bates, you could come on,
Yes.
state your name for the record, sir.
Dominique Amari Bates.
Yes.
You can turn your back on. Thank you.
Your Honor, as to Mr. Bates' tickets, on the ticket ending in 81381, the driver's license suspended, he showed me a valid driver's license, or a recent one. And also on tickets ending in 4301 and 4302, those were issued by Officer Daniel Vickers, who's no longer with the force. And we ask that those two matters be dismissed. That would leave a no registration and improper plates ticket. If he could plead to the improper plates and dismiss no registration, that's what Mr. Bates wishes to do. And the remaining tickets be dismissed.
Did this agreement come from the prosecutor's office, the information about Officer Vickers no longer being on the force? Where did that information come from?
I was told that a month ago, because Miss Officer Vickers, like a couple years ago, is involved in something that was cleared from and with the federal government, with the FBI or something, but in any event, he's no longer with the force.
Okay, and then the ticket number ending in 529, what was the offer on that?
Let me see, let me look at the offer, because three of these tickets are just being dismissed until he changes the offer, but generally in this situation, they'll plead to improper plates, plead to one, dismiss one.
So you have not spoken to a city prosecutor, is that correct?
No, not regarding this offer. I'm sorry.
All right, so first of all, the court needs to, I know that he probably showed you his driver's license, but the court actually has to verify that that is still valid on the SOS's website. And I also would like to confirm, since I know nothing about Officer Vickers, I would like to confirm that information, if you don't mind, Mr. Soroki will recall Mr. Bates when Shannon Walker comes into my courtroom momentarily.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Ready on Curtis Bunch, but.
Yes, I am, Your Honor. Actually, on Curtis Bunch, I know I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. We're ready. We have the offer on him.
One moment, Mr. Soroki.
Mr. Bates.
Now calling the People versus Curtis Bunch, ticket number P 1408806, count 1, driver's license never acquired. Count 2, expired plates. Count 3, no insurance, no proof of insurance. Also ticket number P 1424627, count 1, disregarding signal red or amber. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Alan Soroki, P 37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Curtis Bunch.
Your Honor, Mr. Bunch wishes to accept the offer of prosecution on the driving while license never acquired. That will be reduced to failure to display. He'll also plead to the expired plates. And no proof of insurance will be dismissed, and the disregard red signal will be dismissed.
You currently do not have a valid driver's license, Mr. Bunch?
No, ma'am.
Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
You had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki in the breakout room, and he advised you of your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
If anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea,
No, ma'am.
are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down, turn your attention to January 18th, 2023, where you driving a 2013 white Dodge
Yes, ma'am.
in the area of Evergreen and Linden in the city of Detroit.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
And the plates on, have they expired?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Stipulates probable cause on the dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bunch for the failure to display count 1 and count 2 expired plate. Can we just pause for just one moment, please? Ms. Walker, we're going to place you in the breakout room with Attorney Upshaw.
Yes, Judge, thank you.
Breakout room 2. Mr. Upshaw, breakout room 2, if you can hear me.
Mr. Upshaw, please say you're here.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, back on the record on the Curtis Bunch matter. Mr. Bunch, for the failure to display ticket, I'm gonna ask this first off. You have 2 dismissed. Is there a reason that you don't have your driver's license, Mr. Bunch?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm ready to hear it.
Unfortunately, I was named the father in an interstate case in Illinois for a child that wasn't mine, and I just now was able to legally get that removed from the record. So they had my driver's license froze, and due to the interstate, I was never able to get a driver's license in Michigan until last year. But I had so many retroactive tickets fighting the interstate case that I was never able to until I was able to get that free. So up until last year, I was never able to get my license legally into Michigan until I was able to legally take care of issues in Illinois.
And are these the only 2 matters that you have that would affect your driver's license right now?
No, ma'am. Unfortunately, I caught a ticket in Westland going to work like 6 months ago that I have to pay. And that's it. Everything else is cleared. Everything else I paid. I've been to the Secretary of State within the last 6 months, and they actually made me get a paperwork from the state of Illinois saying that I had an Illinois license, because when I went to try to get my license, they told me that I had no record of driving, and they made me go to the state and get that. So I do have that. I just have to pay my final tickets off.
Okay. And one last question. Are you currently working?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the fines and fees that I assessed to failure to display is $220. Also for expired plates is $220. But since you're trying to handle the matter out of Westland as well, I'm going to reduce these to $190 each, which is the statutory limit or minimum. So for a total of $380.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, and I'm gonna need you to pay it though. I'm gonna give you 60 days to pay it here, okay?
Yes,
So you have
ma'am.
60 days, you have until July 10th to pay it in full, or come back here on the same Zoom at 8:30 that morning,
No, ma'am, it'll be paid in full.
okay? You are free to go, sir.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. Ready to proceed on this, Mr. Bond, Ms. Upshaw?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
One moment, please. I'm sorry, I should wait to say that.
Well, Mr. Soroki, do you want to speak with Ms. Walker before she
Yes,
leaves again?
yes, if I can.
While we handle this case?
Yes, if I can meet her in a breakout room, let's see here, I guess one, that would be good.
Absolutely. I'll be right
Thank
there.
you.
And Judge, I understand with Attorney Upshaw, we're just getting a trial date, so I don't need to be here. I can get that later.
Oh, okay.
Is this a jury trial? Are we sticking with the jury trial? Is this the month of jury trial?
Bench trial.
It is, it's gonna be bench trial now, okay. I think I gave you the file.
Is Mr. Bond?
No, I brought him out.
Now calling the People versus Eli Park Bond, ticket number 3561151, one count of drag racing spectating. Please state your appearance for the record.
For the record, Your Honor, Randall Upshaw, P number 43574 on behalf of Mr. Bond.
Mr. Bond, will you state your name for the record, sir?
Eli Clark Bond.
And Mr. Upshaw, it's my understanding that today is the date and time set for pretrial. It's my understanding that you'd like to set this matter for bench trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Bond, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney. He advised you of your right.
Yeah.
You do understand that you have a right to a trial before me as a trier of fact, or a right to a jury, and you're choosing to have a trial before me.
Yes, ma'am.
So the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bond and set this matter for bench trial on June 7th at 8:30 a.m. June 7th at 8:30 a.m.
June 7th, and thank you very much, Your Honor.
We will continue at $0 personal bond. You're free to go.
Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Have a good one, Mr. Bond.
Mr.
Thank
Bond,
you.
you're free. Thank you for coming back, Ms. Walker, Attorney Walker. I just wanted to make sure that, I don't know if Soroki had mentioned to you the Dominique Bates matter. You may want to go back into a breakout room with him, but he was asking for me to dismiss two of these cases because Daniel Vickers is the officer, and he says that Daniel Vickers is no longer on the force.
That is correct, Judge.
That is correct? Okay, so I wanted to verify that with you. I didn't feel comfortable just dismissing those based on that. And then his other remaining matters were driving while license suspended, driving unregistered, untitled vehicle, and improper plates. Do you mind one FTD and one improper plate?
He indicated the clerk was checking on the license status that Mr. Bates had indicated valid license.
He does have a valid driver's license. Thank you for that. I forgot. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, but I still forgot.
So yes, Judge, the offer will be improper plates, and I did discuss that with Mr. Soroki.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good day. I think that's it, as long as Soroki got all of his matters taken care of.
I think he did. So I know he had four or five people he was going to talk to. So I think we were good.
He didn't come back out.
He was going to talk to the people about the offers.
I see. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
I'm a famous person.
It's not that important though. Like,
Well, I just want to make sure because I didn't.
Am I done or y'all still need me here?
what did your attorney tell you to do?
He had left out. He had left out.
Oh, we're done, babe.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
Ms. Bates,
finished.
we're not done with you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, all right.
Your Honor, I'm ready on about 5 or so more cases. There's still about 5 or so more people left in the breakout rooms.
Okay, we can start. We're gonna recall the Dominique Bates matter. One moment.
Also on Trey Browner, if the court can check his driver's license, because he showed me a valid driver's license.
Now calling the, Mr. Bates, you can turn your camera back on and take yourself off mute. Now recalling the matter of Dominique Amari Bates. Lead ticket number P1278138. Please state your appearance for the record.
Alan Sroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Dominique Bates, did you hear me? On your case?
Hello.
Your phone. State your name for the record again, please.
Dominique Bates.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
I was able to verify, Mr. Soroki, that Officer Vickers is no longer, not that I don't trust you, but it's trust to verify. I don't want to do anything that the city prosecutor did not agree to, but she has agreed to dismiss those 2 matters due to the fact that Officer Vickers is no longer with BPD. Your other request was to dismiss the driver's license while driving while license suspended tickets of the valid driver's license. So the court did in fact check Mr. Bates's driver's license is currently valid. Therefore, the driving while license suspended ticket ending in 8138 will be dismissed without prejudice as well. And then I believe that the driving unregistered untitled vehicle and improper plates ticket that he's going to plead to improper plates, and the court will dismiss the driver unregistered untitled vehicle. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bates, you had an opportunity to talk to your attorney. He advised you of your rights.
Yes.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
You pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. You swear affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth.
Yes.
Put your hand down, turn your attention to September 16, 2020. Were you driving a 2001 gray Buick?
Yes.
You're in the area of Kilbourne and Gratiot in the city of Detroit.
Yes.
Did you come in? I'm sorry, just you broke up a little. Can you repeat your answer?
Yes.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day? Were you stopped by the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
The vehicle that you were driving, did it have proper license plate on it?
Yes.
The vehicle had a proper license plate on at the time of your stop?
No.
Okay. Satisfied, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on dismissal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bates for count 2 of 4529 for improper plates. Mr. Bates, are you currently working?
Yes.
So the fees and fines on the improper plates are $220. Can you make that payment by June 9th?
I paid all my tickets off of Detroit already.
Will you just play it to this one, sir?
Oh, okay, I got it. All right.
You just not speak to this, right?
Yes.
So the key is to try to stop it, to stop that revolving door is to stop getting tickets, okay?
Okay.
This is a new one. And so $220 is the fee. Are you able to pay that by June 9th?
Yes.
Pay it by June 9th. If it's not paid by June 9th, then you do need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:35 or 8:30 that morning. But if you do pay it before then, you don't need to appear.
Okay. I'm putting in my notes.
So you're all set.
Yeah,
Motion passes. June
220.
9th at June 9th at 8:30.
Yes, you said it's 200, 220.
2:20.
Okay, that's okay. I got it.
You're free to go, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Trey Brown has about this.
Mr. Brown is okay it's good to go, Mr. Soroki.
Okay, very good. I'm ready.
I'm actually proceeding with Rakina Beecham now. Now calling the people versus Rakina Delani Beecham, ticket number P 1402731. Count 1, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, improper plates. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, and Ms. Beecham, you can turn your camera on. Thank you.
Turn it off.
No, on. I didn't see you at first, but you came into the camera right when I was finished. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P 37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Rakina Delane Beecham.
Your Honor, defendant wishes to accept all the prosecution. She'll be pleading to the improper plates as charged, and the no insurance misdemeanor will be dismissed, and unregistered untitled vehicle will be dismissed.
Is that your understanding, ma'am?
Yes.
And you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki, and he advised you of your rights?
Yes.
You understand your right?
Yes.
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down, turning your attention to November 1st, 2022. Were you driving a 2006 tan Saturn?
Yes.
Were you in the area of Hubble and Graham River in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you stopped by the Detroit Police Department on that day, ma'am?
Yes.
Did you have the plates on your vehicle? Were they current plates? Were they proper plates for that vehicle?
Yes.
So the vehicle, the Saturn had the registration and the tags on that Saturn were proper on that date. They were valid on that day.
Oh no, I'm sorry. They were expired.
Okay. Satisfied, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied, stipulates probable cause on dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Beecham for count 2 of improper plates. Counts 1 and 3 will be dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Beecham, are you currently working?
No, I am not.
So I can give you $220 in fines, or you can do 22 hours of community service. What would you prefer?
How many hours of community service?
22 hours.
So would that be like separated, or how I would have to do that in like a day?
No, you wouldn't do it. No, you couldn't do 22 hours in a day.
Right.
So you,
right.
Based on your time, and I usually give about, I would probably give you 3 months to complete the 22 hours. So out of 3 months, however, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, whatever you come up with Department of Probation.
God, I'm trying to think about this because I'm a I'm a parent. I'm a single mom of four, and I have a 4-month-old baby. So I would want to say the community service, but I can't even say if or when I will be able to make it to that. But you did say I'll have 3 months to complete that.
Yeah, or I can make the payment, and you can just come down to the court by May 23rd into a payment arrangement.
I'm sorry, I'm confused on what you just said.
I'm not making the payment, or I can assess the actual fee of $220. You can come down to the court by May 23rd and just enter into a payment arrangement with them to pay off the $220 based off of whatever payment plan that they give you.
Okay, and I can do that on May 23rd, you said?
By May 23rd, because if you don't do it by May 23rd, I expect to see you back here on the Zoom at 8:30 that morning. So you need to be here at 36th District Court entering into a payment agreement before May 23rd or back on my Zoom at 8:30 on May 23rd. It's up to you.
I'm sorry, I'm taking a while to think about this. I'm really trying to think about my situation as far as doing the community service too, and me being financially struggling. I'm trying to think about this because I really want to do the community service, but I don't have even transportation.
So then
I'll do yeah.
Don't set yourself up for failure. Just go ahead and come down and enter into a payment agreement for the $220.
Okay, and then you said I would have to come down. I would have to be paid by May 23rd.
No, not paid by May 23rd. You need to come down here by May 23rd to enter into a payment arrangement. They'll give you payments to make until that day, like to pay it off on that day.
Okay, I just come in that day to do it.
Yes, by that day.
Okay. Okay.
But listen, if you have not set up a payment arrangement by May 23rd, then I expect to see you here at 8:30.
Yes.
Okay.
So I could come there. I could come there before May 23rd to set it up.
Yes, as long as you do it before 23rd.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
You're free to go. Keontae Burns, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second, please.
Anything that they pass. If anything, her data passed.
Oh,
Sir, we can hear you and you are in court, okay?
I'm sorry.
Now come the people versus Keontae Antoine Burns, ticket number P13987994, count 1, driving unregistered untitled vehicle, count 2, drove with revoked license, count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Keontae Antoine Burns.
Your Honor, defendant wishes to accept the offer of prosecution. He'll be pleading to a reduced charge of failure to display on the driving while revoked license. The other two tickets of no insurance misdemeanor and no registration will be dismissed.
Okay, and Mr. Soroki, were you, you're probably not aware that your client had a ticket in default, a speeding ticket in default for $204 as well.
No, I wasn't.
I'll take care of that. I didn't know it either.
Hold on 1 second.
It's a total, he got 3 tickets.
Okay, so what the court is gonna do is set aside the basic speed law, drove unsafe in an unsafe manner. Mr. Soroki, we can offer your client blockading, which is $175, 0 point offense.
Mr. Burns, would you like to take that? It's a good offer.
Yes.
Thank you.
139795, count 1, violation of basic speed law will be set, the default will be set aside. Okay, so Mr. Burns, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki and he advised you of your right.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your right?
Yes, ma'am.
I threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea.
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Put your hand down, turn your attention to November 1st, 2022, where you driving a 2014 Dodge,
Yes.
and were you in the area of Phillip and Mack in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you pulled over by the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
But asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
And were you going over the speed limit?
Yes.
That is right, Councilman.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court is also satisfied that you stipulate the probable cause of the dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Burns for count 2 on ticket number ending in 8794, count 2 for the amended charge of failure to display. And will enter in a responsible plea on ticket number ending in 8795, count 1 is blockading, responsible for blockading. As stated, the fee for blockading is $175. The fee for the failure to display is gonna be $200 for a total of $375. Mr. Burns, can you pay that within the next 2 weeks?
No, I could pay it in about 30 days when I get my social security check.
Okay, I'll give you until June 9th, 2023 to make that payment. That's June 9th, 2023. If you haven't paid it by then, you do need to appear back on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
All right.
You're free to go, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, thank you. Ready on Bankhead. Now calling the people versus Carlton Bankhead Jr., ticket number P 1423771, count 1, failure to display a valid driver's license, not on person. Please state your appearance for the record.
How you
Alan
doing, Your Honor?
Soroki, P 37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Carlton Bankhead Jr.
Your Honor, defendant wishes to accept the other prosecution to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Bankhead?
Yes, ma'am.
You have an opportunity to talk to Mr. Roque, and he advised you of your rights.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You put your hand down, turning your attention to January 18th, 2023, were you driving a 2023 black Cadillac?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in the area of Grand River and Second Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you stopped by the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And were asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bankhead for the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, assessing a fee of $220, sir. Are you able to make that payment within the next 2 weeks?
Next 30 days, yes.
30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have until June 9th. If you don't pay it by June 9th, you do need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, so once it's paid, as long as it's paid, I don't have to come back on Zoom, correct?
That's correct. Thank you. That is correct.
Thank you.
You're free to go.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Welcome. Thank you. You have a good one as well.
Bye-bye.
Where did Trey go? I was just picking up his file. Were we dismissing that one?
Let me see. Yes, Your Honor, you have to verify his driver's license is valid, but that was a dismissal of his driver's license is valid.
Okay, Michelle Boykin, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, you need to unmute your phone and turn your camera on.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Did you hear instructions this morning that no head garments are worn in the court? Like this is technically a courtroom?
Oh, no, sorry, excuse my hair.
No problem. Now calling the people versus Michelle Leona Boyd, ticket number P1385512, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your opinion for the record, Counselor.
Alex Roque, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, ma'am?
Michelle Boykin.
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Boykin did show me valid insurance in her name, and I would ask that this matter be dismissed.
Perfect. Thank you, Ms. Boykin, for making sure that you have valid documentation. The court will dismiss your matter without prejudice, ma'am, due to the fact that an officer of the court has verified that you do have valid insurance.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome, have a good day, ma'am.
Be safe, you guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, Mrs. Soroki, are you going back and,
Yes, I'll go back. There's about 4 defendants left, and I got a text from Shannon Walker that she's going to come back to the courtroom. So
yeah, she just came back in.
very good.
Martell, is he on the docket or is that somebody? I mean, is he on the-
Yeah, he was in the docket, but he must have disconnected.
Judge, may I speak with Mr. Soroki in a breakout room, please?
Can we go to number 1 is good. That's fine.
Mr. Soroki, you actually have co-host rights, so you can put her in the
Yes,
breakout room.
yes, I do.
Mr. Bartell, did you get disconnected?
Yes, I did.
What breakout room were you in, sir?
18.
Okay, it's important that you stay in the breakout room. We're wrapping up the docket for the afternoon. If you get disconnected and we're done with our cases, you're just going to end up having to schedule another day.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last part?
If I call all my cases and you're not in your breakout room, your case isn't gonna be called, and depending on what your charge is, you'll either have a bench warrant or we'll have to schedule another day. So it's important that you stay in the breakout room.
you doing, ma'am?
Okay,
Okay.
sir, you need to mute your phone.
I need to do what? My phone.
Mute your phone, sir.
Mute it?
Yes. Turn off the volume, the voice on it.
Okay. Okay. It's muted.
Ready on Divine Bailey, please turn your camera on, sir. Turn your phone off mute. Mr. Burton, you can put your phone back on mute. Now I'm calling the people versus Divine Shine Bailey, ticket number P 1426736, one count of driving unregistered untitled vehicle. Second count is no insurance misdemeanor. Also, one moment. Yep. Also, ticket number P 1426735.
Alan Soroki, P 37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. Mr. Bailey, please state your name.
Devon Bailey.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Bailey wishes to accept the offer of the prosecution's matter. He'll be pleading to a failure to display on the driving while unlicensed. The remaining 3 charges of improper plates, no insurance misdemeanor, and unregistered untitled vehicle will be dismissed.
Attorney Soroki, did he tell you that he had other tickets too?
No, Your Honor, I wasn't aware of more tickets for him.
Mr. Bailey, did my clerk instruct you to tell Mr. Soroki about your other tickets, sir?
That's what I thought I did, and he told me he didn't see nothing.
Okay, so it's some show clauses, driving while license never acquired, no proof of insurance, unregistered, untitled vehicle. It's the same tickets he been getting.
Okay, so part of
July 7th. We can pull all of them for June, it'll be on June 7th. He has 4 additional tickets. Wait, 5. Yes, 5. No, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so Mr. Bailey, Mr. Soroki, you wouldn't see them just in the future if the person tells you that the clerk is informing them, then maybe check in with the clerk so that she can tell you what the others are for him to get the global offer, right?
Right, Your Honor, that's my standard practice. Maybe I misunderstood him, or maybe I don't know, but that's my standard practice.
Okay, so she was making an attempt to streamline it and be a little bit more efficient. However, Mr. Bailey, are you aware you have a court date on May 16th?
Yes, ma'am.
So in an effort to try to help you out, to make sure that you could get more matters dismissed, we're gonna move these matters to May 16th, okay, sir?
Okay, so everything will be handled on May 16th.
Yeah, is that a morning? Let me make sure that it's a AM docket.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So May
Because
16th.
I am aware of the May 16th court date that I have to go to, I do know about that one. That one was for something totally different.
Yeah, it is for something different, but when you're getting an offer from the prosecutor, it's good for them to see everything that you have out there. And today they weren't aware of those things that you had on May 16th. So the offer that you got didn't include that. Right, so we're gonna try to make sure that you get an offer that includes that, okay? So I'm going to adjourn this matter to May 16th at 8:30 a.m.
So this is a different.
Okay.
So you'll just come back here on the same Zoom on that morning.
Okay.
We'll do our best to try to prioritize you on that day.
Because this person who's from Atlanta, his birthday.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
67. I said this stuff. You gotta talk. I, well, this, I need to just make sure which client is yours. That's probably the mix-up. Because it. Right, so not Tyree, right? Okay, so you call and you try to make it seem like I won't do my job.
What happened to Mr. Bartel? Mr. Bartel, did we call that one?
Bartel? Let me see here.
Oh my God, he is in the waiting room again.
Yeah.
We're ready on him too, Your Honor.
Mr. Bartel, how did you get disconnected this time?
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. My Bluetooth died and it disconnected the call.
I just want to make sure.
All
we was on the
right,
same
now
page.
calling the people versus Ryan Alexander Bartel, ticket number SP 142-22391, one count of driving unregistered, untitled vehicle, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, count 3, improper plates. Please state your appearance for the record.
Alan Soroki, P374441, appearing back for defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Ryan Bartel.
Yes. Your Honor, Mr. Bartel wishes to accept the offer of prosecution to plead to the improper plates, dismiss no insurance misdemeanor, and dismiss unregistered untitled vehicle.
And he's gonna plead to which one?
The improper plates, Your Honor.
Improper plate, one moment.
Ticket ending in 393.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And counts 1 and 2 will be dismissed.
Yes.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Bartel?
Yes.
And did you have an opportunity to talk to Mr. Cherokee in the breakout room and he advised you of your right?
I don't think we really discussed that, but he discussed that the tickets would be waived.
Did he say that you had a right to a trial, you had a right to a jury trial, trial before me as a prior fact?
No, but I think I understand.
Mr. Soroki, I can't operate that way. I need to make sure that you advised him that you gave him his advice, right?
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't get, he got cut off or something. I don't know. Mr. Bartel, did I ask you for your registration and insurance?
Yes, we did clear that part, but I didn't get like a rundown or anything.
You didn't have a registration or insurance, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. All right. All right. If you want, I can tell him his rights right now, or we can go back in the breakout room. I thought I tell everybody their rights.
You can tell him right now, just so that everyone hears it. This advice of rights is for the rest of the remaining defendants as well, in case you don't remember them.
Yes. Mr. Bartel, you have the right to trial by judge or jury, the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, your right to testify or not testify, and if you don't testify, will not be used against you in a court of law. Your right to call witnesses on your own behalf, your right to confront witnesses. If you plead guilty, you're waiving all those rights. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
All right, in Mr. Soroki's defense, though, Mr. Bartel did keep leaving the breakout room, so. Now you've been advised of your rights. You understand your rights, Mr. Bartel?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can put your hand down, turning your attention to January 22nd, 2023. Were you driving a 1999 Honda?
That's correct.
Were you in the area of 7 Mile and Woodward in the city of Detroit?
That's correct.
Were you pulled over by the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
Did the vehicle you were driving have proper current plates on?
No, it did not.
Satisfied, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is also satisfied, stipulates probable cause on the dismissals.
Yes, Your Honor.
Stipulated the court will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Bartel for improper plates, count 3, dismissing counts 1 and 2 without prejudice. Mr. Bartel, the fines and fees for improper plates is gonna be $220. Can you pay that within the next 14 days, or do you need 30 days?
I will need the 30 days, Your Honor.
We do on date on June 9th. It'll be due on June 9th. If you haven't paid the $220 by June 9th, you do need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Okay.
Feel free to go, sign up for that.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, I do have a question. So when I do pay the fine, will this still be on my record, or how does that affect my driving record? Or
Improper plates does not go on your driving record. It's not abstracted.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Now calling Taylor Brown, ticket number P1424507. Count 1, improper left turn. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, counselor.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear to be at the defendant. What's your name for the record, please?
Taylor Brown.
Your Honor, Ms. Brown wishes to accept the offer of prosecution. The improper left turn will be reduced to blockading, and the no insurance will be dismissed.
That's a good plea agreement.
There's only 2 tickets, right?
Yes.
The prosecutor might have said blockading as to the no insurance, but Ms. Brown told me she had insurance. And so I thought maybe I wrote down the offer wrong, but I believe that's a correct way to do it.
Improper left turn. So does she actually have insurance? Is that what you're saying?
Ms. Brown, can you show us your insurance, please?
Yes, I have proof of my insurance.
Okay. And it's in your name, Ms. Brown?
It's my mother's insurance. I'm added on her insurance.
Was that the 2019 red Chevy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So first and foremost, real briefly, you had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki and you understood your rights. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
You wish to plead to the civil infraction, plead responsible to the civil infraction of blockading. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Soroki, do you stipulate to the 4 corners of the ticket on a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So the court will enter a responsible plea for blockading on behalf of Ms. Brown and dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor without prejudice due to the fact that she does have valid insurance. Ms. Brown, the blockading offense fines and fees are $175. If not paid within the next 2 weeks, the amount will go up. Are you able to pay that within the next 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. So you have until May 23rd to make that payment. If you don't pay it by May 23rd, you do need to appear back here on this Zoom, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All right, do I just go down to the courtyard, to the court and unpay it? Or can I pay it online?
You can do it online at 36districtcourt.org, or you can go on to the website. Mr. Burton, you can have a seat. I'm calling you next. You could go to the website and get a list of DivDat machines or kiosks in your neighborhood that you pay that at those as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.
It's a man. It's a man.
It's weird.
No, it's in here. You just have to.
Now calling the people versus Shantez M. Bailey, or Burton, Shantez M. Burton, ticket number 085721581, one count of failure to display a valid operator's license. Ticket number 093142811, one count of failure to display a valid driver's license. Ticket number 184620501, one count of failure to display a valid driver's license. Please state your appearance for the record, Counselor.
Alan Sroki, P374441, appearing on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir? You need to unmute.
Unmute, sir. Sir, you're talking.
Okay, now stop. Don't touch anything. Say your name.
Shantez Burton.
Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Burton wishes to accept the offer of prosecution on the ticket ending in 1581. Will be, he'll plead to a failure to display. The remaining two tickets will be dismissed.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Burton?
Yes.
You've had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Soroki in the breakout room, and he advised you of your rights?
Yes.
Well, you heard the rights. He actually said it on right here on this session. Did you understand those rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down, turning your attention to November 18, 2008. Were you driving a 2006 Mercury?
Yes.
Were you in the area of Joy Road in Lawton in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And were you stopped by the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulates probable cause on dismissal.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Burton on ticket number ending in 1581, failure to display. We're actually gonna do it on the ticket number ending in 501, which means Mr. Burton, I need to set a factual basis on that day. Okay, so Mr. Burton, I apologize. I'm gonna turn your attention. The one that we just read into the record is going to be dismissed. That's one of the ones will be dismissed, 1581. On October 15, 2018, were you driving a 2016 white Chevy?
Yes,
Are you in the area of Third Street in Edison in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
yes,
Did, when asked to produce a valid driver's license on that day, were you able to do so?
no,
Satisfied, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the court is going to enter a guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Burton on ticket number ending in 0501. Dismissing ticket number ending in 1581 without prejudice, also dismissing ticket number ending in 4281 without prejudice. I am going to assess, the court's gonna assess a fee of $220 in this matter. Mr. Burton, can you pay that within the next 30 days?
yes,
It's gonna be due on June 9th. If you don't pay it by June 9th, you do need to appear back on this Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
can I pay it early?
You can pay it anytime between now and June 9th. But
Okay,
as long as if you don't pay it by June 9th, that you appear back on this same Zoom.
okay, and I pay it at 36th District?
You can pay it in person, or you can go to 36districtcourt.org. There, you can pay it there or get a list of DIVDAT machines in your area that you want to pay it at.
Okay, great.
You're free to go, sir. Good
Okay,
luck.
thank you.
Take care. Mr. Soroka, we have one more dismissal to do.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, you're right, Trey Brown. That's the one, Mr. Soroka Jackson. He did. Absolutely.
Now calling the People versus Trey Eric Browner, ticket number P13144611, one count of driver's license expired. Please state your appearance for the record.
Alan Sroki, P37441, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
So it's my understanding that Mr. Trey Eric Browner was in fact checked into the Zoom today.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke to him and he showed me a valid driver's license. I asked the court to verify.
The court has verified that Mr. Browner does in fact have a valid driver's license. Therefore, this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Are you waiving his appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Dismissed without prejudice. You are, actually, you're free to go too, but we're all done for the day, Mr. Soroka. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
You too.